Welcome to another lesson in card making, and today we're going to make a card like this. I've written happy birthday, but it doesn't need to be a happy birthday. Anything that you celebrate with cake, happy anniversary, happy graduation, you can leave it blank. You don't need to say happy birthday on top at all. And I use watercolors. So I've got all my supplies. Watercolors. I use highlighters for the flames, fine point Sharpie, and start with the card. Okay, fold it, and I always put a blotter inside the card so that nothing seeps through, whether it's your markers, your Sharpie, or your water paints generally won't. And these are just paints that we've picked up at garage sales or the dollar store. Brushes, I've got several, and I find that you need, I don't care about the width, you can change up the width, but something that has a bit of control. And of course you need a dish cloth of some kind to absorb the water before you actually put any of the paints on your card. So I use this edge of the blotter as my far side edge. I eyeball the whole thing, and I use a ruler on this side so that I have an idea where I should start. And that gives me a fairly good edge up and down both sides. So here we go. The colors you can vary. I usually consider doing always odd numbers. So I'm using a wider brush, dip it in my paint, make sure I don't have excess, and I tend to start from this side and don't touch the ruler. Otherwise, when you take the ruler away and the paint isn't totally dry, you get a little bit of oops, that's a bit much. Okay, I've got two paints going near the same color. There, that's a bit much. So this is already pilling a bit. So that's it. It's going to be light blue. And it won't really matter. These are cake slices. Leave a little white space in between. That's like your icing. Oh, this is much darker. Fine. You can still do a little bit of that. If you have excess water, it creates pilling, but it also will work your card. So I've used a little narrower brush. I don't know if you can tell. We're going for purple. I'm doing two stripes. You can do one individually. Again, you can see that I'm really just eyeballing the whole thing. And I carry on until I've got 7 of those made. Generally it counts 7. Okay, then I do have a card that I finished. It's dry, and the first thing I do, always check my Sharpie, the first thing I do is I draw the icing line, kind of. And of course this is an idea I got off Pinterest, added my own little thingies to it. Okay, I've tried dots, I've tried swirlies to decorate and make this look a little lacy, but I find just Xing it like this works the best. And always do at least 3, and then 3 candles, and they can be whatever size, just real quickies. Always kind of put them down a bit, little wick. Creates a bit of that. Those are my candles. I do the highlighter flame in yellow first. If you do the orange first and then highlight, sometimes that bleeds. So I do that first. Then my little dab of flame, darker hot flame. I use this ruler because it's a little see-through, so I can sort of decide better where and keep it even with the edge of the card there, seeing through. And then I draw a very light line so that when I write my happy birthday on there, that it's on a straight line. And then I didn't bring the eraser, but so you start with a long line and add a little space. Keep going. I forgot to bring my eraser, but with a little white eraser I will erase the pencil line. And there you have your happy birthday card. Now, the other thing that I have added to some cards, just to make it fancy and maybe a little more feminine, is some rhinestone sapphires. I've dropped them sometimes all the way through a card. In this case, you don't know that, but I just happened to put a rhinestone right there because I made a little mistake in my writing, but that kind of covers it up. But anyway, there you have the finished product. So, wish you all the best in your card making birthday cards or all occasion celebration cards. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.